Hmm. Good morning. This is Lori and Rowan, surfing Vuzuvaya. Show some emotion, put expression in your eyes. Light up when you're feeling happy, but if it's sad, then let those tears roll down. So that's uh, Joan Armatrading, one of my favorite singers. She's incredible. And that song is so impactful because it's honest and it's true. So myself, I came from a background where crying was actually not encouraged, or it was unacceptable. Yes. So my background, crying was punished very severely in my family. Whatever, they are who they are. And so, so tears, none of that. Not at funerals, not in public, not over anything. Um, my husband taught me to cry. And while that could sound like a lot of things, he was an incredibly present and sensitive person, very different background than I had, um, where his parents were original hippies. They did their first hit of acid with, his father did his first hit of acid with Timothy Leary in Berkeley. I don't remember what year, but I remember it was Blue Cheer. So that's some context for those in like psychedelic historical interests. Um, and so my husband would cry when he was happy. He would cry so much. But he would be, when he was overwhelmed, when he felt truly happy, it would whelm him, and then it would overwhelm him, and he would cry. I was discussing yesterday the nature of nanocrystals and the fact that there is a level of organization of matter that is all nanocrystals, and that these are simultaneous truths. So we can have atoms and molecules and nanocrystals. We can have all these simultaneous layers of the organization of this dimension that simultaneously exist and behave by their own rules. We know this. We know the nanocrystalline work, especially in one of these beautiful expressions of it, which is the beautiful Japanese doctor. I already just forgot his name. Good morning. The beautiful Japanese doctor who doesn't have a human body anymore that I know of, who the pictures of emotional effect, the emotional imprint on water crystals, right? Which are just incredible and dramatic and reproducible, because in your own life, meditating on putting amazing energy into the water that you feed your plants, or meditating on negative, these can be an interesting personal experiment opportunity to see what your own impact, your physical impact, again, we talked a lot about how we measure now. We measure what the effect of heart and brain coherence, what the oneness and staying in your heart and in the field, how that emanates through you. And again, you don't have to be, it's not about being perfect. It's about visiting, visiting yourself. It's about making the constant choices. It's about just consistently choosing to be you, to find out what that means, to be a new person every day. Okay, coming back to the other one. So when you cry, this is, I mean, there's a million, oh my gosh, remember that Crybaby movie with Johnny Depp? Oh my gosh. He'd collect his tears, and he'd collect all his tears. He cried all the time, and he'd drink them. And this, and that was always such a thing. Even as a kid, we were told, like, when you're feeling really sad, you're supposed to, a lot of cultures have that. You eat your own, because the chemistry in the tears is actually really is an expression that's there to help you. That biological response and expression of what you're experiencing. In many ways, being that old 80% water, being here, cell in the body of planet Earth, the picture of your emotions and what you're processing is in your tears. The crystals are expressions of the true emotion that you're feeling. And here's the thing, it isn't always pretty. Sometimes it's just fucking gloriously fucking beautiful. Sometimes it's not. But your feelings are important. Your presence is important. Your expression is important. The forum for your expression is important. The boundaries, again, that you give yourself with which and how to express. You know, working with inner child, for instance, inner child work, can't just let the inner child go and not pay any attention to it and not monitor it. Children want boundaries. They want the container. They need a place to express themselves within. They need boundaries physically for their own safety, and on whatever rebellion they may have, they are aware of this on so many levels, and they respond to healthy boundaries. It relaxes them. They don't have to take on all the responsibility. They know someone's watching out for them. So giving your emotions a framework with which to have their time, have their experience. And emotions are, again, water. They take the shape of the vessel that you provide for them. So when you provide vessels of directed anger, blame, guilt, fear, right? When you just let them have they go into all the corners, you're not paying attention to what kind of vessel you have them in, they'll flow into all the corners, get shit really chaotic. You give them a focused place, and especially when we're talking about, I mean, all emotions have to move. If they sit there, they stagnate. That's the way water works. Slimy pond, slimy, smelly pond effect. I think that is the technical scientific term. And so, smoggery, as I like to say, smoggery. I love spirulina, but it does smell and taste like smoggery. Love you, spirulina. And so yeah, so never mind the smoggery. Give your emotions space to express themselves where it is safe. Give them a favorite song to cry and dance around the room. Give them a moment, a space in your house, a place for your grief, a place for your fear, a place for your anger. So again, we encompass these things. We don't throw these, we don't push them away and be like, oh no, anger, fuck you, man, you were trying to hurt me. There is no other, there is only us. We encompass these things. We embrace them. We have the ability to do that and the responsibility to do that. And we're here doing this work together and sharing. So here we are. And really, really celebrate all the emotions. All of them. Name them, acknowledge them, give them space in your life. This is the place I put my grief. These are the places I invite my joy. I like when I'm feeling strongly, when I'm feeling my joy, I like to invite all the aspects of myself to celebrate with me. Bring them all to the table. This food isn't... Oh my god, the dinner last night. Incredible. Casa de Shango. And it was just unbelievable. And every bite was a joy. And so, you know, inviting all the aspects of myself to sit at that table with me, to taste that food with me, celebrating, diving in, feeling. Glad to share these new learnings with you because I think those of you who know me well might be familiar with the understanding I'm extremely comfortable with everybody else's emotions. I'm really still, still learning from that beautiful man that passed 25 years ago, Mr. Timberline, Aaron Joel Timberline Kaner, and still learning how to sit with happiness, how to sit with whatever I'm feeling, with the kind of grace and power that, he had at 22 years old. So I love you guys. Sit with yourselves, show some emotion, enjoy. Oh, you know what? We'll end today on a different note. So once again, this is like the little recap. This is a song that for 27 years I thought was somebody else's song in Austin, Texas. And my husband always be like, Marian, I call the radio stations, and Austin's very connected with its local musicians. I'd be like, well, who sings this song? Where is it? I've had historians, Austin historians, since try and research this for me. Be like, we can't find this anywhere. And I was, dang it. Who was that amazing singer? Well, apparently it was a song from my own dreams and my own guidance. So here's that song. Jesus walked on the water. He turned the water into wine. And then he gave it to the drunkards to show them everything was fine. You were loved, you were loved, you were really loved. You were loved, you were loved, you were really loved. You were loved, you were loved, you were really loved. You were loved, you were loved, you were really loved. Jesus walked on the water, he turned the water into wine. And then he gave it to the drunkards to show them everything was fine. You were loved, you were loved, you were really loved. You were loved, you were loved, you were really loved. You were loved, you were loved, you were really loved. You were loved, you were loved, you were really loved. Wax your surfboard with love. Wax your surfboard with the emotions that are moved through you. Wax your surfboard to ride the waves of the central sun of that heart and that love, which is so much larger than us, and yet is us, and we are a part of. I love you. Blessed be. This has been Lori and Rowan. This is Surfing Vuzuvaya. Meow.